Congresswoman Bachmann, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you. It's a thrill to be here, and welcome to Minneapolis, St. Paul. We are absolutely beside ourselves with joy that we could be the host city for this great convention this year.
Congresswoman Bachmann, it was a pleasure to hear you speak the other night. Now, as you end your first term as a U.S. representative, you've witnessed this last summer the strong, impassioned congressional struggle that has been occurring over energy legislation, and particularly offshore drilling. Nancy Pelosi at first adamantly resisted the idea, calling it a hoax. Then she quietly encouraged Democrats to appear independent and support the measure while she took the flak. And now she has stated regarding offshore drilling that, quote, "We can do that, we can have a vote on that." So you've obviously had a presence in this debate, having traveled to Anwar and having appeared on numerous media outlets. What do you think of these developments and the hope for legislative action on energy policy?
Well, it's been one frustration after another. The Republicans in the House of Representatives are on the floor of the House today in Washington, D.C., as we have been every day on the floor, fighting to get the gas prices down for the American people. Nancy Pelosi adjourned the United States Congress, and we spontaneously just started shouting, "Work, work, we want to work." So what did she do? She cut the lights, she ordered the microphones off, she ordered C-SPAN to remove the cameras, and to add insult to injury, she had the Capitol Police physically remove the press corps from the gallery. But the House Republicans have stayed in Washington, D.C. every single day. There's been a contingent of House Republicans, and we give speeches on the floor. The lights are off, the microphones are off, the cameras aren't there. We literally go out into the hallway. This is historic. It's never happened. We members of Congress, and I've done this, I've gone out to the halls, invited people to sit in the chairs in the chamber. We talk to packed chambers of tourists. Now, these aren't Republicans. These are just random people that we bring into the chamber, and we explain to them the energy solution for America's problems. And do you know the American people stand up and give standing ovations? They're so excited when they learn that we are the only country in the world that's made it illegal to access our own energy, but yet we have more oil in the United States, just in Colorado, Utah, and Wyoming, than all of Saudi Arabia. We have more coal than any other nation in the world, 27% of the world's coal. We have clean coal technology. We have great access to American oil and natural gas. We have 420 trillion cubic square feet of natural gas just in the Gulf of Mexico. We have so much natural gas, we could be completely energy independent, but not just on those sources, also with conservation and with alternative energy fuel. If we take a three-legged stool approach by adding more alternatives, extending tax credits to alternatives and conservation, and doing more oil drilling, more natural gas drilling, and utilizing our coal, and nuclear energy, which is emission-free, bingo, we are all the way home. And not only are we energy independent in this country, we will be one of the world's leading exporters of energy, creating hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of very high-paying jobs to enhance our own economy. We've got a real win-win here, and that's what the voters have to look at this November. Do they want to pay $2 a gallon for gas under John McCain, or do they want to pay $6 or $8 or $10 a gallon for gas because Obama doesn't want to drill? He has said no to drilling. Pelosi has said no to drilling. Harry Reid has said no to drilling. She's had to pretend like, oh yeah, she's going to allow a vote. Give me a break.
What about when the Democrats say that these drilling measures you're discussing won't even affect the market until about 8 to 10 years from now?
That's because Congress is the problem. This is a man-made, congressionally made problem. This is not a problem of resources. We have more than enough. Not a problem of technology. We know how to access this. It's only a problem of will from the United States Congress. You know what? This is my first term in Congress, and in those 19 months, gas prices have gone up 76% under Nancy Pelosi's leadership and Harry Reid's leadership. This is a crime. These people should lose office, be booted out, and the Republicans have a solution. That solution is all of the above. We don't care if it's hamsters running on exercise wheels. Whatever the source of energy is, we want more of it so that we can get the American people freedom. freedom from high energy prices. And here in Minnesota, very soon we don't have a choice. We have to turn our furnaces on. We're worried that these natural gas prices are going to cause energy bills to go through the roof. So that's why we have to do something. We can get rid of these artificial timelines. I introduced a bill called Cut the Red Tape Emergency Energy Act, because Congress created artificial delays, like 10-year delayed timelines before you can even start drilling. That's balderdash. We need to get rid of that red tape, get rid of these artificial deadlines and delays. You know, if you want to, you can drill a well in 79 days. That's all it takes. So just start drilling so people can start filling. I mean, you know, that's kind of what it comes down to.
As a principled, hardworking mother, wife, and congresswoman, what does Sarah Palin's vice presidency mean to you, and what are your thoughts on her performance last night?
She was boffo. She raised the roof last night. It was energy from one end of the XL Arena to the other here in St. Paul, Minnesota. She absolutely performed up to expectations and beyond. I don't know what else she could have said to convince people of her competency. She has a proven record. She has gotten tremendous things done. She's rooted out corruption in her own state. She's brought the price of government down, and she's actually done something. She passed legislation for the largest infrastructure project, which is building the natural gas pipeline from Alaska to the lower 48. We should all thank her for doing that. She's done a wonderful job, and tonight John McCain is going to blow the roof off of the XL Center, and we're really going to hear a great speech from John McCain tonight.
Congresswoman Bachmann, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.